What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and this is the Drevo Joyeuse mechanical keyboard. So a few weeks ago, I did an unboxing of a package Drevo had sent out to me. They wanted me to share with you guys a sneak peek at their newest Bluetooth mechanical keyboard that they're planning to launch later in December of 2017. And man, if you didn't get a chance to see what it looks like and you want to see it right out of the box, go check out that video. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below, and I'll throw a card in the corner if you want to go check it out. Well, I've been using the Joyeuse keyboard for a couple weeks now and wanted to put together a more comprehensive review as promised so you guys can see if this is the right mechanical keyboard for you. Now, before we get into the review, if you're into checking out the latest consumer tech products before you buy them, or if you're just a tech head like me, I make a video like this every single week, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and to turn on that bell icon so you can be the first to know when a new JSL review is out and you don't miss anything. That being said, let's jump into the Joyeuse keyboard. The most noticeable and eye-catching feature of this keyboard is the incredible thinness Drevo was able to accomplish. Now, for clarification, this is a mechanical keyboard. It can easily be confused for a membrane keyboard considering how thin it is, but it actually uses customized Kale low-profile mechanical switches, which are starting to gain a lot of popularity across the mechanical keyboard landscape to achieve this super skinny look. The 96 key layout makes for a compact design, but without a lot of sacrifices. Most of the keys are full size, but you do have a shrunken down shift key on the right, but in return, you have a full directional and number pad on the right-hand side of the keyboard, and I love how there's no gap separating them from the primary keys. Really makes for a clean look. The dimensions makes this a great keyboard for a compact desk setup and is small enough to easily carry with you on the go if need be. The Joyeuse is encased in an all aluminum housing which feels really sturdy in the hands and makes the keyboard feel a lot more premium. You do have some rubber pads on the back of the keyboard to keep it from sliding around when typing, but unfortunately there's no adjustable feet to change the height or the angle. It lies pretty flat, so it can be annoying for those who prefer more of an angle when typing. It very much reminds me of the standard Apple keyboard that came with my iMac, which is great because I love the simplicity in its design and footprint, but with the added bonus of being a fully mechanical keyboard. One of the things I mentioned in the unboxing video was how much I like the font here. It's very clean and simple, much more suited for productivity focused setups, a pretty big change of pace to the usual gamer inspired font Drevo usually goes with in their popular keyboards. There's no obnoxious branding on the keys themselves, and I like that Drevo put their logos on the sides here. The keycaps are double shot ABS keycaps that feel pretty good on the fingers, and though they're not PVT keycaps, they should hold up to a lot of wear and tear. I love that despite this being the thinnest mechanical keyboard I've ever seen, Drevo still went with the floating keycap design. It gives the keyboard a much more edgy look, a nice contrast to its almost too pretty exterior. The low pro switches still allow for the keycaps to be easily removed and replaced, and you could really see the difference between this and the traditional mechanical switch and just how much smaller and thinner they are. Now, I personally went with red switches on this keyboard, but it can also come in black and blue switches as well. Kinda wish I went with the blue switches as I've grown accustomed to having a very loud and physical click on the switch. The reds here work as they're supposed to, in it that there's no tactile bump and no feeling to the actuation point. Here's a quick sound test comparing the two. One of the biggest features and selling points of the Joyeuse is that it's a Bluetooth mechanical keyboard, something that's not that easy to find. There's an on-off switch on the back of the keyboard, and I believe there's around 1000 milliamp hour battery inside that lasts a decent amount of time before needing to be charged. The good thing is that it charges via this USB Type-C port here, and when you plug it into your computer, it's still able to function and charge at the same time. In order to pair this with your Bluetooth device, just hold down the function key and the B key, and you'll see the keyboard go into pairing mode. It'll populate in your device's Bluetooth settings and you'll be connected in no time. The connection is very strong. I've experienced no latency or lag whatsoever, and it keeps up even when I'm typing pretty fast. The Bluetooth makes this a super convenient keyboard to take on the go, pair up with a tablet or smartphone, or just maintain a minimal setup. And let's face it, I mean, the best part of this is that I get to keep my setup clean with no wire running across my desk. I know it sounds like a small thing, but it actually gives me a huge sense of satisfaction. The last feature I want to cover on this keyboard is the lighting, which if you haven't noticed by now, is kind of a big part of the package. I'm a fan of Drevo deciding to only have white backlighting on the Joyeuse. As much as I like RGB, the keyboard comes off a lot more classy with this singular color. The lighting is super bright, and again, really love the design choice to go with the floating keys. With the lights on, it really makes your whole desk pop. I counted, no joke, 17 different lighting settings on this keyboard. 17. Not going to show you all of them, but there are some that I'm seeing for the first time on a keyboard. Though I personally prefer the more calm and relaxing lighting modes, you have the option to really add a lot of personality to your setup. Note that the keyboard, if in Bluetooth mode, will automatically turn off the lights if left idle in order to save battery, and the brightness can be controlled by holding down the function key and using the directional pad. Overall, this keyboard is beautifully designed and definitely one of the coolest mechanical keyboards I've ever seen. It's very well built, uses premium materials, and functions extremely well. And this thin design, though it's probably not for everybody, I can see this appealing to a lot of folks who have been waiting for a minimalist, simple mechanical keyboard. And the fact that it's a full-on mechanical and it's only $69, that's a pretty solid package in terms of value. Now, if you're interested in picking up the Drevo Joyeuse keyboard on pre-sale, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Once it officially drops to the public, I'll be sure to update that as well. Let me know what you guys think of this keyboard. Are you guys digging this thin design, or are you more into that traditional mechanical look? Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. That's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys liked it. It really helps me out. Now, in case you missed last week's video on these super sleek, truly wireless earbuds by TR&D Labs, I'll leave a link to it in the description, and I'll put it at the end card in case you guys want to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.